Yo, what's good? Oh, I'm so ghetto. Look at me, because I said yo, and that's good. So anyway, hey guys, it's 7:30. Today I'm bringing you more PokeThemeTeam! Oh my god! It's number 4! And today we're bringing you ReamoEmo, TheReamoEmo's Blue or Gary Oak's team. Now, as the name implies, this is the team that, or most of the team that Gary Oak had, or Blue, had in Pokemon Red and Blue and Green and Fire Red and Leaf Green, and except for Machamp and Aerodactyl. But the awesome part about this team is the fact that the ReamoEmo gave me some reasonable Pokemon to use that don't absolutely suck, and the fact that, you know, each of these Pokemon seem to be really synergetic and have some amazing qualities, and you can see why Gary Oak raped everyone with this team, because it was so amazing, and I never thought about it. Like, oh my god, each of these things are borderline in OU, and they don't suck. And it's like, okay, so, you know, I see what you did there, and it's so fine. I don't even care. But anyway, if you see this team, there's pretty much a lot of synergy going on here, you know, with the psychic types, you know, and Machamp, and then the ground types, and, you know, the intimidating. It's like, it's everything on this team is really synergetic, and I can see why I just said that. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this battle, and be sure to check out the ReamoEmo's team. And this battle is an OU battle that I had against Yoshiandlugia. I hope you guys enjoy it, and yeah, let's go. You know, it really sucks. I had a revelation yesterday, and I'm going to tell you what it was. It was about African American studies, and, you know, oh my god, it was amazing. So anyway, he led with Charizard, I led with Aerodactyl. Evidently I go for an Earthquake because he was going to switch out. I mean, you know, why wouldn't you? You have a 4 times his weakness to rock. So, you know, anyway, you know, I did predict that awesomely, and then I switched out into Gyarados, not because I was fearing Meteor Mash, but because I knew he was going to switch out, fearing that, you know, I would go for another Earthquake. So I go into Gyarados, and fortunately he switches out into his Charizard, and I scare him out. So I go for a Double Edge, and Double Edge choice banded everything, Adamant, max attack, and it's like, wow, it's not even doing that much damage to SUICUNE. And I'm seeing that he goes for some hidden power, and I'm thinking about it, I'm like, okay, so it might have been hidden power electric, but it didn't kill, so it must have been that this thing didn't have really any investment into what's the special attack at all, because I certainly should have killed, but it didn't. So anyway, it's like, oh my god, he goes into Tyrannosaur, which pisses me off, because I absolutely hate this thing. It's so unnecessary to have, unless you're having a Sandstorm team. I'm not saying don't use it, but if you're not going to have a Sandstorm team, then don't bring it. And plus, the fact that Hamachi isn't always fast, and the fact that people bring this thing makes it all, like, take an hour more than it should be, and it's like, okay, you're cool. Anyway, so I fought her out my Gyarados, because it's like, Gyarados, Anyway, so, you know, he died because of an Earthquake. He didn't switch out because, you know, I figured that would be faster because, you know, Gyarados was not that fast, and I was still faster than Tyrannosaur after a Dragon Dance. So I'm like, okay, I don't understand. He must have not invested into any speed EVs. But, you know, it's whatever. So anyway, he goes to his Charizard, and I'm like, okay, I could have went for Psychic. I do have a Twisted Spoon, which would have done a lot. I probably would not have killed, but it takes him, the Thunder Punch takes him down to a point where he, like, almost dies. And then he dies to Sandstorm, which is awesome for me. So I go for a Sleep Powder as Exeggutor comes in here, and it's like, Exeggutor, you know what to do. Oh baby, oh that is what Exeggutor does. That is what Gary Oak should have did. I think that's what he did. I'm not sure if that's exactly what he did, but he did some stuff. Wow, he did some stuff. So anyway, now that the sun's up, I'm like, okay, now this is the perfect time for me to go into Arcanine, so I can go for a stab, sun boosted. Oh my god, just Fire Blast in his ass. But it's like, okay, I missed the first one, and I knew he was going to switch that into SUICUNE, and I'm like, okay, I need that to hit, because if I would have gotten that first one to hit, the second one would have killed, but it didn't. So I'm like, okay, you know, that's totally fine. You know, the star-shaped fire will be able to do something that's just, oh my god. So anyway, he goes for an Ice Beam this turn, thinking that I wouldn't switch, thinking I would switch, but I'm not going to switch because, you know, there was no point of me switching to switch to switch. So anyway, you know, I go for hidden power fighting. Evidently, it's not going to do a lot because SUICUNE is extremely just defensive. And I'm like, okay, so I might as well just fire myself out. I think I do that right here and go for a Fire Blast, and it doesn't even kill. So I'm like, okay, you know, you're just gay. I don't even care. I ain't mad because, you know, these black people, it's not even cool, bro. Anyway, so I go to Aerodactyl, take him out with the Double Edge, oh my god, and I'm like, okay, so I'm thinking, and I'm looking at my YouTube subscribers, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm up to 213 right now, and I don't know where these masses of subscribers are coming from, and it's making me just, because I don't know the source of these people and where they're coming from. It's amazing that they're here, but where did they come from? Oh my god! I mean, so anyway, it's like, okay, so I go into Metagross, he goes into Metagross, and I go into Machamp. My stupid cross chop misses, and it sucks because it gets taken out, and I'm like, dude, that sucks. It's like the worst thing ever. So anyway, now that my Machamp's dead, it's like, wow, I have absolutely nothing to do against that Regice now, and now everything's dying, and I'm like, wow, this is my last Pokemon, I don't know what to do. So I go for Double Edge, and I get a critical hit, which is fortunate enough for me, but now it's like, oh my god, he only has these 2 things left, and I have nothing to do. I have Joint Span, and it sucks, because I know that if I didn't have that Joint Span, things would be going so much more differently right now, but it didn't happen. Way! And so I die to an Ice Beam, and it sucks because Aerodactyl, I didn't know. This sucks. I don't want to do this anymore because I lost. Anyway, but it's whatever because, you know, good game, whatever. Yoshi. So check out his channel. He's awesome and whatever for winning and everything. So anyway, the revelation. Okay, so I was riding the bus yesterday. Going to do community service at the library, right? Okay, cool. So I'm on the bus and I sit in the bus like towards the middle back, you know, whatever. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, a lot of people got on the bus, right? So I guess the majority was who sat in the back of the bus. Yeah, of course, the black people. And I'm thinking like, okay, so I remember about 30 or so years ago, someone named Rosa Parks. If you're black, you know who that is. If you're white or any other race, you probably don't even care. Anyway, so she boycotted buses, and a lot of thousands of other African Americans did that also because they wanted to sit wherever they wanted on the bus, which is preferably the front because everyone was tired of going to the back, right? And so they're like, oh yeah, boycott, yeah, we're about to do this, yeah, and we succeeded, yay! They did some laws that made so they would discriminate on the bus, right? So yeah, woohoo, yeah. So 30 years later, here comes these black Iggas. And then they sit in the back of this bus, and I'm like, whoa, okay, what's going on here? I don't know what's happening here, but you guys just totally contradicted all that shit. And I'm like, okay, so that's cool. Anyway, that's it. You know, be sure to like if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it, comment if you're cool, subscribe if you happen, and share if you have the balls. Oh my god, so this was PokeThemeTeam number 4. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and be sure to check out everyone's channel. I know you just never do, but you know, you can if you just have nothing to do. So anyway, yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it a lot, because I enjoyed it. I enjoyed all the black talking, I enjoyed all the ghetto, I enjoyed the ooh girl that I just used the first time in this whole video if you didn't notice, so like, oh my god. Anyway, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.